Good afternoon. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Hope everybody's having a nice day. I just wanted to continue on. This is part 2 of my sewing and craft supply haul. So I went ahead and I had purchased this book on Amazon. It's called The Wisdom of Birds, The Essential Life Lessons for Positivity and Grace. The author is Allison Davies. And it's a beautiful book. Well, I made the mistake of thinking that I could cut this book up. Well, guess what? I can't. It's too beautiful. I could purchase another copy of this, keep this one for my bookcase so I can read it anytime I want. I could get another one because it wasn't very expensive. I think it was like $10. If I decide to buy another one, I would cut that one up, but I won't cut this one up. And the illustrations, let me see who the illustrator is. Okay. About the illustrator, John James Audubon. So obviously the Audubon Society was named after him. And he lived from 1785 to 1851, and he was an American ornithologist and naturalist. These images are part of the public domain because they're so old. This woman was able to use all of his images and illustrations in her book because these are gorgeous. They're all hand illustrated. Beautiful. I think that's a gorgeous book. I haven't even had a chance to really read it. I have read some of it. And my husband loves birds. And there's a lot of birds from North America in here. So he might like to take a look at that book too. But it's next thing I have is I went to Walmart again. And I had shown in part 1, I had bought a 1-pound bag of all these wooden buttons. And they were just all, together in a container. But I decided that I would take this container that I bought at Savers. It had rocks in it, and I'm going to give the rocks to my grandson. This fits this whole collection beautifully. But I was able to separate them out. They're not all exactly alike in each category, but they're similar in color and shape and size. So I'm very happy with that. I love to find things to help me organize. So the next things that I got, I was running out of these long pins. All right. I gotta open it. Here we go. And it comes in a nice little container. I love these little plastic containers. But if I'm going to get plastic in the mail with craft items, I'm going to reuse them. Period. So these are those beautiful long, these are quilters pins. They're very, very long. While I was in the sewing section, I went ahead and I looked at their trims. And look at this beautiful trim. I mean, they're not old. These are new. I'm not a purist. So if I see something pretty and I want to use it, I do. Just because it's not old doesn't mean it doesn't have value. This is beautiful. It's gold. And that was like $4.99. Isn't that pretty? I love that. So what I can do is, can use one of my pins. I'm gonna need 2. Get 2 out because I got 2 things of trim. So once, I might roll this around like a wooden spool or something because it's so pretty. I might want to display it in a basket or something. So I'll just do that so I can hold that together. And then I got this one. And this one was only like $1.99. It's just a basic trim, but I think it's pretty. That would go nice on a slow stitch roll. I haven't done one of those yet. That'll be on my list of things to do. I have everything ready for it. So I just need to actually start making it. But so those were the 2 trims that I got, and the pins. The other thing that I bought, I was looking at the materials. A lot of times I only look at the fat quarters at Walmart. But I went over and looked at the regular material. They don't have a lot over there. They have a lot of fleeces and things. They don't have a lot of really nice material. This was Better Homes and Garden, pre-cut fabric. There's 2 yards here. This was $12.99, so a little more than I like to spend, but it's beautiful and it was worth the money. That's a lot of material. Look at it though, it's beautiful. It's got font, some tiny little font. I mean, you can't even read what it says. It's just a background, but look at this beautiful dragonflies and butterflies. I just think this is beautiful material. I was thinking that this would be great to use with denim and maybe some other colored patches. I'm just trying to see how thick this material is. Oh, look at it. It's got a pretty register on the right there, colored one. Isn't that pretty? I would cut that out and use that for slow stitching. Isn't this beautiful? So I probably would have only bought 1 yard of it, but this was already pre-packaged and it was already 2 yards. So I just grabbed it because I think I could find lots of things to do with that. It's very pretty. I went to Ollie's. It's like a discount store. And I've seen people online doing like these really cool hauls saying that they have great craft supplies. Well, guess what? The one near me does not. I'm going to have a sip of my Diet Pepsi. I went in there. They didn't have anything. Anything I was interested in anyways. I did get these 2 packs of fall leaves. I can always use these. They were $1 a piece, which is even better than Dollar Tree. And the only other thing I saw was some washi tape. Not that I really need any, but when you see it for that price, it was $2.29 for 3 rolls. There's a lot there. That's all I got at Ollie's, and they gave me 2 boxes. I asked them if I could have a couple of boxes because I had found some things. They were in my car, a bunch of mason jars, and they were all over the they were all over the floor of my car, rolling around while I was driving. And I'm like, I need some kind of a box to contain these in. Somebody had given me like 8 really, really old jars, glass jars. They're not mason. They're called Atlas. Now this is cute. I want to turn this into a pin cushion. It's already it's got lavender in it, but I'm going to open it up and I'm going to stuff it and make it really like puffy. It's got the weirdest quote on it. It says, without music, life would be. Well, I looked it up and the quote says, without music, life would be a mistake. Well, I don't think that I would have liked it if it said that. And they probably stopped at that point and said, whoa, if we keep going, nobody's going to want that. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to put some lace over this or some kind of piece of material and then a piece of lace and a button or something. And that's going to go like in a sewing roll. Thought that was cute. And that was, I think it was like $2. The next thing I grabbed were, these are curtains. They're cafe curtains, I guess. This is just the top part. It looks like the valance. Is it the valance? Or is it the bottom part? Yeah, it's just the valance. Well, the only thing I want on it, which I will keep this cream colored material, beautiful for a base or a lining for a rice bag or a pouch or a slow stitch roll. I wanted this. Look at that. Now, this isn't new, but it's beautiful, and I don't care if it's new or not. But look at how much is there. This would be perfect to go around fabric bowls right along the edge. Wouldn't that be pretty? Or I might cut it into little strips. I don't know. I just love it, and I'm gonna use it. This was the last thing that I got at that thrift shop. It's another, believe it or not, it's another ugly dress. Because I had shown another dress that I used for my slow stitch fabric basket. And I bought the dress because I want the roses. These roses, I cut one off to show you. Wouldn't those look pretty on a fabric bowl all the way around with a button on it? I mean, it was $3. Who cares? I'm just going to cut it up. It's a little dark. The other thing I was thinking about doing was cutting a piece of this and dipping it in some bleach and water to see if I could fade it out a little bit or model it. That would be very cool. I think I might have to practice on just a strip of it to see what I can do, because this is a little dark for me, but if it matches the material, if there's a dark color in the material and this goes good with it, I have no problem using that. So look at this cute little cup set. It was $4.99. At first I'm like, what is that, for a candle? It's actually attached. The tea cup is attached to this little plate. It's all one piece. Wouldn't that be adorable, either for a candle or for a pin cushion? Look at how cute that is. It's got berries and leaves. I almost put it back, and I said, you know what? If I put it back, I'm going to get mad at myself because I think it's adorable. I'll be using that. And then I found this. This is a bag of these. There's trim in there. There's piping. Then there's this really thin seam binding that you could use. It's almost like ribbon. Let me open one of these. To me, it's so thin that you could definitely use this like ribbon. I don't even need this container. I'm going to take this one out too. There's a brown one too. So I would use it as ribbon and not as like seam tape. You know what I might keep though? I'm going to be doing a sewing journal. Ooh, these are good ephemera pieces. Did I just ruin the other one? Oh, the other one wasn't cute like that one, so it doesn't matter. Look at this. It's just ribbon. That's all it is. It's a brown ribbon. So I will be using those. Like I said, that's a ribbon. This is a lace one. The packaging is so old. Somebody probably cleaned out their grandmother's house or their mother's house, and they had all these sewing things. Let me be careful because I think I want to keep the packaging. Look at that. It's very cool. 42 cents. Look at it. I will keep that and use that in my sewing journal. Beautiful. I've got to be careful when I open these packages. So there's some more lace. Look at it. Very pretty. I will use that. Let's see. What else? Look at this. I opened this the other day because I wasn't sure what it was. I mean, I know that it's rickrack, but look at how thin it is. Oh, I love that. I would be using that in needle books and slow stitch rolls and whatnot. And then, so there's 2 of those. And this was all for $2.99. Can't beat that price. And look at this, is very pretty. I thought I could definitely use this. Oh, be careful with the packaging. You might want to keep it. And I do. Look at how cool that is. These are very old, like that. See, it wants to just fold back into itself, but isn't that pretty? Very happy with that. I'm kind of curious to see, yeah, if it would fray. It looks like, I'm gonna cut a piece and see. It's quite a big piece. It's very pretty. I love the look of that. It's some kind of a throw or something. I don't know what it is. It's not a curtain, but I just want to cut a piece off to see if I rip it. How is that gonna work? Oh yeah, this stuff frays, but that's cool. So I thought that was nice. Let's see, how much did I pay for this? $3.49, and that's quite a bit of material. And that would be great for a background. You could use it in a collage. You could use it for all kinds of different things. I just saw it as material. And then I saw this, which I thought I could use for needle books. It looks like a baby's blanket, but it's like felt. I would use that in needle books. And it's got a cute little trim on it. Yeah, I would definitely use that. $1.99. That's a pretty good amount of, like I said, it feels like felt. That's why I grabbed it. Isn't that pretty? And for $1.99, that's great. Then I also got this, which I love it. It's like it's got a quilted top. It's a very light mauve. It's just a pillow sham. I love pillow shams. If you watch my channel, you know that I love pillow shams. Like, I would cut this material off and use this quilted part of it. I already have an idea of what I'm going to use this for. So I like to deconstruct these and use the material. And I like that this is a neutral, so I could add anything I wanted to it. I'm trying to see, oh, here, this one, there's 2 of them for $3.99. So that's a nice amount of material. And I like that it's already quilted. It's going to go with the project that I'm going to be working on perfectly. It'll make a nice, like, background. And then the other thing I bought was this green blanket. And this would also make nice pages in a needle book. Or this, you could line a bag with this, or a pouch. It's very soft, but this is also another type of feels like felt again. But if you're just using it for the inside of a needle book, or inside of a pouch, inside of a bag, or a box, or a bowl, it's fine. I just like it because it's green. I love green and blue, and it's like a neutral background, and it goes with a lot of the materials that I actually use. So for $4.99, I'm seeing it as material, not as a blanket. So that's it for me for savers. But I thought, I mean, it's a great way to get material if you don't want to spend a lot of money on fabrics or material. It's a good resource to get material. Just go to a thrift store and either buy clothing or pillowcases, sheets, pillow shams, and you can make whatever you want out of them. You can make pillows, you can make bags, you can make clothes, you can make anything you want. Just use it as material. It's a resource for material, especially since Joann Fabrics has closed. I did go over to Michael's, and Michael's is really expanding their fabrics. So I think Michael's is taking over where Joann Fabrics left off. I think they're scrambling trying to find the real estate in their stores, because I was speaking to the store manager when she was actually cutting my material for me in that area, in the sewing area, and she was telling me how they're investing in material, and they really are struggling to find the space in their stores to dedicate to material and all the sewing notions and everything. So I think that's where we're going to be going from now on, because where else are you going to buy this stuff? I don't like the idea of buying fabrics online. You have no idea what you're buying. I like to go, I like to feel it, I like to see it. So if Michael's is going to be the new Joann Fabrics, I'm fine with that. So the last store I went to was Dollar Tree. Let me see. So what I got a couple of these. I'm going to be doing probably at least 2 videos on how to make the pin cushions out of recycled china. And I love these pin cushions from Dollar Tree. Let me open one. Some of them fit right into the china, and you just glue them in and they work beautifully. I always take the button and the elastic off, because these are made for you to put on your wrist. I would never wear it like that. But they're already made for you. They're great. So I bought a whole bunch of them, and any ones that just fit in the china, I will use them. And I have covered these with a different material. If it doesn't match, just cover it. But if it matches, go with what's already there. I mean, I'm all about saving steps if I can. I love to decorate. I'm actually going to be decorating after I get back from the post office. I'm going to be decorating for fall. I got these light up acorn lights. I have shelves all around my house, and I like to put garlands on them for every season. And these are and I always use fairy lights, but these lights are great because these are little lights. And they look so pretty. They're just little acorns that light up, so I got 3 of them. I kind of wish I had gotten one more, but I guess this is fine. I may have another set like this in my fall stuff, so these were great. I was glad to see those. I'm going to be doing... I got to open this. I don't know why I put my scissors back. I'm going to be making a baby book for my oldest granddaughter. It's cupcake themed. And look what I found in the stickers. Now this one, some of them have a candle on them. So all I would do is just cut the candle right off of there. Trim it up. You wouldn't even know. And then I can use it as a decoration for her book. There's only a couple that have the candle. The rest of them don't have a candle, which is fine. So I ended up getting 2 sets of these because her baby book is going to be for 2 years. Usually I do a 1-year baby book, but I didn't get around to it with my granddaughter. Time has just gotten away from me. And I always recycle the packaging from these things. I reuse them all the time. So there's that. And then I got another pack of these magnets. I want to show you what I do with the magnet. I have I do a 6-week preschool summer program for my local town. And I had a puzzle. I had a bunch of puzzle pieces, but I didn't have the puzzle board. So what I decided to do was... I'll show you. I decided to glue magnets on the back of the puzzle pieces. And look, They stick on this cookie sheet that you get at Dollar Tree, and the kids can have a blast just playing with the image. They're so cute. Why throw them away? So I ran out of magnets. And in the meantime, my grandsons can play with this. They like stuff like this. And then when the summer program rolls around, I'll bring it to my program. So I have a bunch that I still have to put magnets on. So that's why I bought those magnets, so I can finish that project. I think that's a really cute idea. All right, let's see, what else do we have? My grandchildren, I should say. I got them, it's called a craft kit, and it's a pumpkin. And there's 6 of these pumpkins. And they can each make 2 if they want to. And then these are the, just give them each a glue stick and let them go to town. And they can all make a pumpkin. How cute are these? I think they're adorable. So, that'll be fun for the kids. I love having stuff like that for them when they come over. This I got for my summer program as well. I had it out when my grandson was here, and he wasn't really that interested in it. But the kids at my program love matching games. And that's exactly what these are. They're matching cards. But they're Jurassic World, and they can match up the cards. So that's a great activity for Dinosaur Week. So I'll put that with my work stuff. I got a box of colored pencils. They're pre-sharpened. I'm going to put these in my grandson's box. I have a big dinosaur box for him. And he has all his craft stuff in there. So when he comes over, he knows all of his stuff is in his box. And I'm going to get my other grandkids each their own box so that they like having their own little box. And then these are stickers. I went to the sticker aisle and look at these. The reason I bought these was because I want this. What I do with these is I have a video on this on how to make needle minders out of Dollar Tree stickers. I take fingernail polish and I paint the back of it because this is sticky. But if you paint it 2 coats with fingernail polish that you don't care about, that you don't use anymore, you let it dry, it becomes hard and it's not sticky anymore. Then you can glue a magnet on it and it becomes a needle minder. Well, I got 2 of these because I want these for myself, for my needle books. But then these are really cool. I'm going to be doing a traveler's journal for my son, and I think those would go great in that. And like I said, I always keep the packaging. I don't throw that away. And then I got some botanicals. I had taken these out of the package because I didn't want the glare for you. These are pretty. I haven't seen those before. I always pick up botanical ones. This is also another one where I want this sewing journal that I'm going to make. Isn't that pretty? And then I'll use those for something else. So those are my stickers. Oh, and I got this thing of stickers for my program. These are, we do Animal Week, and these are cats, dogs, all kinds of animals. And these are those foil stickers. And then there's some like rainbow ones. And then these are the little ones. I give them a sticker chart, and I put all little ones on their sticker charts. And I went through, let's see, over 2,000 stickers in 6 weeks with the kids. They love them so much, and I love giving them to them. The big ones, I'll give them to them as they're walking out the door. They had a good day. Aren't they cute, though? So those will go with my dinosaur cards into my work bag for next summer. These are napkins. I usually try to get a few packs of napkins, 50 cents. Those are cute. Those will go in my work bag. And then this is for my grandson. My first book of colors, 96 pages of coloring. Look at the nice big images to color. Those are cute. And I can always take these to the office and photocopy them and blow them up if I want to for my summer program. That way my grandson gets the book and I get copies. And let's see, almost done. I bought these. It says lock top snack containers. Whoa. I don't want them for snack containers. I'm going to be using these for my project bags. I have a bunch of project bags. And I want to be able to put a little pair of scissors, a thimble, a measuring tape, stitch ripper, needle threader, and any other little, a pack of needles in each of my bags. So the last thing I have is I got these little for my grandkids. These are for painting, and I might go and pick up a few more of these for my program. These are great. Just fill them with water, and the kids can dip their paintbrushes in them, and they don't make a mess everywhere. So these are for my grandkids. And then this is for my older grandson because he likes these kind of brushes. The younger ones can use these bigger brushes. But I thought those were really cute. So I wanted to thank you for coming to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this sewing and craft haul series, part 1 and part 2. The next video I put out will be a project video or a process video. So I will see you in the next video. Happy crafting.